Our 2023 Japan Pro preview and predictions. What's the word? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, joined by Jimmy Sadek and his 5-month-old child and Michael Galley, and we're here to discuss and preview and give our predictions for the 2023 Japanese Pro, the last show of the 2023 contest season before we get into 2024, the Arnold Classic, I think late Feb, early March, somewhere around there. But guys, let's get into it. So the word is that Theo Leguerrier is the favourite in this show, and I'll pop up the competitors list in just a moment. But he sort of had a quietly pretty good season, made it to the Olympia. These shots are from the Olympia that you're seeing right now, and I've already looked pretty damn good there. It's just the fact that the, I suppose, top guys are so established and right up there. But Mick, what do you think about Theo Leguerrier and the seasons he's had this year?
He's had a great season. I'm a big fan of his physique. I mean, on his own like this, he looks bloody unreal. Put him in that Olympia lineup, and obviously, you know, he's a little bit outclassed by those top tier pros. But he's gaining, mate. Like, he give him another year or two, I can see him up there as well. But he's, I mean, in this lineup, it's going to be interesting between him and a couple of others.
Yeah, absolutely. And he really brought the conditioning in last time. Like, Jimmy, I don't know what you think of Theo, but he's actually also a lot bigger. So when he stands next to others as well, he actually looks quite big in some of these lineups too, and you sort of see how he's filled out his side chest.
On his own, I think because on his own, his shape is so good, and like his round muscle bellies and that, he doesn't do himself the service. It really stands out when he's standing next to the other guys. Dude, his shape's insane, and like how everything just flows. I really do like him.
Yeah.
Do you know what he weighs?
He weighs, I think he's actually pretty heavy. I'm not sure on his exact weight, but I remember someone saying at some point, I know he's like at least in the 260s or so. So it's like a lot of people were shocked by that. But yeah, he's definitely heavier than people think, because looking at his sort of structure when he's on his own, he looks like he's maybe like 5'8" or shorter, but he's, I think, considerably taller than that. So yeah, he's had a very, very, very impressive year. And obviously getting to the Olympia and, you know, not coming last in that lineup is pretty much an achievement. You know, beat out guys like Justin Shire, Phil Clahar, you know, guys that have won pro contests this year. So I think that he just needs, if he can just get that little bit more muscle overall, bring the same conditioning in, I think that this guy can place top 10 in the Olympia maybe next year. And he's probably going to be my prediction to win this show. But moving on to our next competitor, we have Roman Fritz, who's doing his 9th or 10th show of this contest season, which is wild. And I heard that he's going to just do every European show, and I was like, okay, cool. But he's branching out to Asia now, so he's doing even more than he sort of committed to. So shout out to Roman Fritz, because he's obviously increased the quality of so many lineups past, you know, placing the top 5 consistently. Mick, do you think Roman can win this show? Do you think he can? I think that he lost to Theo at the Olympia, but I'm not 100%
sure. I can't see him beating Theo, but I'll give Roman massive credit for doing so many shows, because he hasn't been out of condition once. He's just brought different physiques in the fact of a little bit fuller, some have been a little bit flat, but he's always been in super hard condition. His legs, and I mean, you look at his glutes and his hammies and that, especially from behind, look ridiculous. So I like Roman's physique. I just think after this one, he needs like a good off season, put on some more size in that upper body. But I can't see him beat Theo this show.
Yeah, he's almost one of those ones where he's sort of like Sebum, how you mentioned last week, Mick, how Sebum, like if they started rewarding Roman even a little bit more, that crazy conditioning and separation in his hamstring and glutes, and, you know, while he doesn't have as much size, he does bring, you know, a nice shape and everything to the stage. So he sort of got that like slightly like that Sebum effect where he's a lot smaller than some of these guys. Like upper body wise, how do you think he matches size wise compared to Sebum?
I reckon the show that he qualified for the O before the Olympia, I think he pushed Theo in this show quite well. But I heard in one of his videos just recently, maybe 2 days ago, I was watching it. He's down almost like 12 to 14 pounds from the shows just before the Olympia, just probably because body burnout. He's just getting tired. So he's fading a little bit. Look, he's going to come top 3. It just depends on how his body holds up doing this many shows.
He's sort of like, his body's probably on a bit of a knife's edge in terms of like holding on and maintaining the sort of look he's been able to bring. But he's had such a good contest season, and from what he brought, I think the year prior, I'm shocked that he brought this good of a physique, and he sort of realized now that, you know, maybe filling up a bit more and being a bit bigger is to his advantage, you know, compared to past years where he's just gone past that point and sort of flattened out. Another guy in the lineup who always tends to bring really good conditioning is Alfred Chiriac, coached by Patrick Tua. He's had a pretty impressive season as well. He's been, you know, probably agonizingly close to qualifying for the Olympia again. Wasn't able to get it done, but he's another guy that can be dangerous. And I think he placed 5th in one of the shows prior to the Olympia, and many people said that he could have been as high as 2nd. Mick, what's your thoughts on Alfred's physique?
Yeah, I like all Pat's athletes. Pat's always got the ability to bring him in pretty good nick. Well, excellent condition. They've always got good fullness about him as well. I mean, look at this guy. He's just packed with muscle. He's got everything. Those quads are ridiculous when he's flexing them down too. So, yeah, he's more complete than Roman. I bet Roman's got that condition over him. So it's going to depend on what the judges are going to go for.
Yeah, absolutely. Jimmy, what do you think of Alfred? Like, do you think that he can sort of contend here, or do you think he's still just that little bit off, you know, contending with like a Theo or a Roman?
His rig looks stupid. Like, it's one of those bodies you'd see in the gym and go, that's fucking cool. Just separated, stacked, dense. I just think standing next to like Theo and Roman conditioning wise, he'll fall behind a little bit, but like, it's like a Japanese show, so I'm assuming that the American judges aren't going to be there. So who knows? Like, look, he'd probably come top 5. I don't think he'll win, but I think him and Roman will battle hard.
Yeah, I was going to make a joke and say they might really like his shape, but I thought that's going too far. But let's get on to. Well, this guy has 2 different names I'm about to discuss. Liang Yan, and his name on Instagram is Shuming Yan. So I don't know what his actual name is, but he's a guy that really impresses me. Like, I heard from Chris Cormier that, you know, he was a step behind these other guys at this last show, but I'm always super impressed. Like, that most muscular there, to me, looks absolutely wild. Jimmy, what do you think of this guy? Because he's packed full of muscle, not the tallest, works for Chris Aceto, reportedly.
He's getting better every show. I'm going to pick him just to be different than Mick, to win.
Pick him to win?
Yeah.
I need to see some more pictures of him, Zay.
He's going to win.
I think this is all I've got. I've got these. Let me go back a little bit.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, Jimmy makes a point. It is his home. You know, he's back home. He's got a great physique.
Yes, he's Chinese.
Well,
Mick. Yeah, he's Chinese. Yeah.
Sorry, let's just back that up for all the people out there getting it. So he's not.
That's way worse than my weary.
So that's going to work against him straight away. So
that's not him. Yeah.
That's not him either.
So
yeah. Okay.
So. But I honestly, no, it's good. It's good. People will love it. But yeah, he's a guy that compared to last year, like, he seemed to bring the conditioning in a lot better this time around, working with Chris Aceto. I don't know if he's working with him last year, but he tended to have another level of conditioning, and he has like the lines, like when he does certain poses, like he's got it in the glutes, like he's got a lot of really impressive lines, but he just hasn't got that sort of dry look yet compared to some of these other competitors, like that really granite hard look. And I think that with another year or whatever and the same improvements he's brought from last year to this year, he can do very, very well. But yeah, he was super impressive last show. He was beaten by like Jan Turek last weekend. And I don't consider Jan Turek to be a contender with some of these other guys, which was, to me, I think a little bit surprising. I probably would have this guy over Jan, but who knows? Like you said, Jimmy, different judges, or do you say that, Mick? I can't even remember now. But different judges probably this time around.
I said
Jimmy. Okay. Yep.
Nah. Look, I think it'll be the top three will be him, Roman, and Theo. Done.
Yeah. We've got, I think,
just to be against Jimmy.
We've got one more guy to discuss in Vitor Boff. These are sort of the top 5 guys that I think will be in this show. Vitor's qualified for the Olympia before. Works with Milosachev, I believe, or at least was working with Milosachev. His legs, to me, I don't know if he's had a little bit of an injury, but his legs seem to be maybe, I don't want to say down, but maybe a little bit just from the front. He's a really dense guy, but I think in this lineup, I just don't think he'll have enough to get the win. But he does have some impressive shots, like that side chest on stage next to other guys. Looks
Are you saying
impressive.
that because of this video?
Yes, this is 3 days out, yeah.
Okay, but because the video is coming from the ground. So because the video is it's probably leaning against a shaker or whatever, that's going to make his legs look smaller than what they are.
I thought it'd make him look bigger, wouldn't it?
No, it makes the upper body look bigger.
From the ground?
Yeah.
Because the legs are closer?
Nope.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, if you got that downward angle, you know, if you look down at your legs always look bigger when you look down at them.
Yeah,
you look in the
that's
mirror
what I
and
mean.
you feel really depressed. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't think you'll have enough of this contest. Mick, do you think otherwise?
No. I if when we're doing our picks, I'll be he'll be rounding out my top 5.
Speaking of which, let's get to our picks now. So here's the competitors list for everyone. Pavel Baron, there's a few other names in there, but I don't think anyone, or too many guys at least. It was hard to find some of these Instagrams. I was really struggling because they've all got different names on Instagram. It's just, and I don't even know if Instagram's legal in China, so, or Japan.
Of course it is.
So, is it?
It's not China, is it?
Fucking racist.
Yeah, it's not in China. There's 4,
It's not
5,
China.
6 of these guys are Chinese. It's hard to find them, man. They all go by different names too. Like you see one name on one competitor's list, the next weekend will be different. I don't know how that works. It doesn't make any sense. But let's get into it. Yeah, just different names we've got. I'll give my picks because I've already done them. I'm going to put Vitor Boff in 5th. I'm going to put Roman Fritz in 4th. I'm going to put Alfred Chiriac in 3rd. Liang Yan in 2nd, and Theo Leguerrier in 1st.
Well,
what do you think?
can I just say that Xavier gave us this topic to talk about 2 minutes before we went to air, and none of us had looked at this properly except for Xavier. So I feel like Xavier's getting the jump on it. But
It's easy.
something else here.
It's easy. I don't know why that's.
You and I even know what that actually is, but anyway.
Yeah. So, well, everyone knows Suliose, but no one knows why we say it like that. No, I don't even know why we say it like that, to be honest. We used to do it.
Even say it like that now, but anyway.
I think we just said Suliose, and we just every time we'd say Suliose, who's, for those who don't know, is an Instagram account that posts up tons of bodybuilding content, and he does a great job at it. But we just, for some reason, when we reference Suliose, we say it.
I remember one year when I was living in Dallas and I went to the Tampa Pro, and because we spoke a bit, and his WhatsApp, he goes, Mick, you're at the Tampa Pro, can you take photos to me and send them? And so I'm trying to take photos. I was pretty up close so he could post them, and he kept saying, that's terrible. That's terrible. Like nothing I took, every photo I took was terrible. So I clearly can't take pictures. So,
Yeah, no, clearly.
Yeah.
Harsh
Okay,
reviews
so
by Suliose.
First to last, I'm going to go Theo. Clear, that's my number 1 pick. You've put me on the spot here, Zabes, because I haven't researched this one. Second,
Sorry?
Who's Pat's guy?
Alfred Chiriac.
I'm going Alfred in second. I'm telling you.
I like
I've got
it.
an inside gossip. So Alfred's in second.
The Japanese judges love him.
Third, who's the Japanese guy?
There is no Japanese guy.
Well, the Chinese guy. Fuck, hell.
Liang Yan.
Yes, he's third, Roman's fourth, and then the other guy fifth.
Vitor Boff, yep. I love it.
How bad that was, but Xavier, like I said, Xavier put this on us last minute.
They should be thanking us for how good that was. I loved it. Jimmy, what are your predictions for this contest? Top 5.
Oh, it's gonna be
All right, so
I muted him.
No, yeah,
Sorry.
Okay, I was watching that. All right, we got Theo first. Who is the Chinese guy? That one we put the photo up. What's his name?
Liang Yan.
That one, second.
Or Shuming Yang. Whatever you like.
Okay, that one too. Him second and third then? Nah. Him second. And then I got Roman third. I don't know the other guys, so I'm not going to say.
No, we saw him. Alfred and Vitor.
Oh, Vitor fifth, Alfred fourth.
Nice. We have the exact same predictions. Exact.
I don't.
Copy me, Jimmy. Yeah, no, you don't. It's Jimmy and Xavier versus Mick and his casual racism.
I just figured. Anyway. Oh well.
Nah,
you just figured. Assume nothing.
I just figured. I'm looking at all the names that are competing, and they're all from Japan. Well, actually, no, 4 of them are.
No, David, not. There's one from Japan.
I've just mucked this whole segment up.
You've gone too far. Anyway, that's it for our preview and predictions for the 2023 Japan Pro. I'll be going live all weekend. I haven't checked this full schedule, so you'll see them scheduled up on Desktop Bodybuilding, and I'll be going live and giving you guys what's going down at that contest. And that's it for myself, Xavier Wills, Jimmy Sadek, and Michael Galley, 6-time Mr. Australia. We are out.